We're gonna have whole ass story time when he get here. Yo, so let me tell you. No.
Come on, bro.
No, sir. You had your time.
This cow.
Yeah, you got a problem with my shit, bro?
Hey, bro,
What is this?
You don't like my rap?
No.
I like my rap.
It remind me of the a Doja Cat, the move that joint.
Bitch, move.
That's kind of weird.
Bitch, I'm a
That kind of
cat.
rock.
Yeah. That's how she blew up on like social media and shit.
Yeah.
Put your mics close to y'all.
Yeah, yo. We in the studio with it? Nah.
Yeah. But yeah, what am I about to say? Alright, but no.
Yeah, what you got against my silk, bro? You got a problem?
First of all,
You want one?
Is that silk?
It is silk.
It is.
Nah, it is. It's shiny.
So say something.
I got silk on too, bitch.
Hey!
Got silk on?
You know I do.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
No polys over here.
Oh, heard you.
Yeah, I remember last time. I remember one time I had a. Alright, so I realized it wasn't a pilot. It was a stocking cap. You feel me? And
Nigga said it was a stocking cap.
y'all ain't used to wear stocking
Nah, I
cap?
did.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's just funny
You
though.
wore stocking
You
cap?
never did?
Remember, I had braids. My mom was like, nah, you gonna wrap your shit just like this,
Yeah, I
Negro.
wore the stocking
Alright,
cap.
so you did it right.
My hair. I cut my hair. Stocking cap again. Little stocking, whatever that shit.
Had a
Oh,
little tip
boo-boos? You got
hanging
the
off a little
boo-boos?
bit.
The who?
The boo-boos.
Are you talking about the
No, the boo-boo.
boo-boo?
The boo-boo.
skull cap?
Yeah, the
I know what you're
skull
talking
cap.
about, but not that. Nah,
Boo boo.
Yeah, it's called boo-boo.
there's a brand called that.
Cut and or shit in where I grew up.
You call shits boo-boos?
I gotta go boo boo.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I mean,
Yo,
all right.
I ain't gonna front, right? Is it just me? You got Twitter, bro?
Yeah.
So is it just me or like after like a certain time, Twitter just turned into like
Nasty.
porn?
I love it.
Bro,
Yeah,
I,
OD,
I have
bro.
Twitter, but I uninstalled it, bro.
Really?
For that, he said for that reason.
Yeah, for real, no bullshit. No, real
Yo, that shit
no
go
bullshit.
crazy.
OD, bro.
What the fuck?
I
Who
can't fuck
needs-
with it, bro.
who
Yo, let me
needs
tell you.
to
I'm gonna just tell you right now though. If they let bookmarks be available, I'm going to the
They
police.
have bookmarks.
I'm
That'd
going
be
to
Oh,
jail.
you talking about
crazy.
you can see a bookmark?
Yeah, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people gonna be like, "Nate, what's going on with you?" I'm be like, "Listen, it comes at a certain time."
First, I had the right to every time. It's like 11:59. It's straight business. You have regular people chatting. As soon as it get to 12, it's just straight.
That's
What's
a
your
fact.
vibe? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To see, what you seeing.
Oh, you seen a lot. Nah,
Everything.
Bro. Yesterday, I was like, God, forgive me.
Now the worst be when it's like midday and then you see like mad shit there.
At work,
Yeah, and you just like,
bro.
you gotta be like this.
Matter of fact, last week,
I ain't gonna lie. That's how I get through the day.
It was like it was like Tuesday or Wednesday, right? So the doctor at my job, he's like
Yeah.
behind me, whatever. So I'm scrolling on Twitter.
Mhm.
Luckily, he didn't look at my phone, but where I stopped at, Shorty bent over, like going crazy. I'm like, oh,
That's nice.
shit. Like I don't know if Leon peeped because he like gave me like a nudge. Because then I looked at my phone, I was like, oh shit, put shit down. Like, this is a poor representation
Bro.
of me right
Yeah.
now.
That happened to me so many times with the leader at the other job, bro. I just leave my phone open and just be scrolling. I just be scrolling. I had to stop because a patient come in. I would just scroll and it just keeps going. It would land on it. A leader would come in. She'd be like, "Nick, can you?" I'd be like, "What happened?"
Right, well, I'm sorry.
And then she'd be like, one time she was like, "Just make sure your phone is locked." When he
Oh, she said that to you?
Yeah, I felt bad, but I was like, I didn't mean to like, I'm not looking at that. Like that's not my, like I said, it gets me through the day, but I'm not looking at that. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga said it's a part of my day.
Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, let's be honest here. You at work, you're not thinking about work all the time.
Bro,
Might have a flashback or
I
two.
be-
You know what I'm saying?
yo,
Yo.
I go into my most demonic states.
You know what I'm saying? You just hit the moans in the back of your
I
mind.
go
Like,
straight demon.
Yo,
Listen.
what's-
All right, let me ask you a question. Real shit.
Not demonic though.
Let me ask you a question, all right? You too, boy.
All right.
So you ever been at work and your shorty send you like some shit? So
Yeah.
you like go to the bathroom?
where you going with that? Where you going with that, right?
Yeah, I need to hear where you're going with this.
And
first.
like you sent her that picture. You
Oh.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I done definitely Yeah.
You feel me?
No cap.
Sometimes I,
Yeah.
depending who not around, I put it on the work desk.
Oh,
Nah, this thing
was this
crazy,
any
bro.
time I was at the
Yo,
job?
he's wildin'.
Hold
Like,
on, was this any time I was at the job? I just need to know.
Nah,
Alright,
nah, you wasn't there.
cool. Cause that's some wild shit.
yo, it was done
We
there,
worked
but
at
he
the
wasn't
same
there.
desk, bro.
Nah,
That's-
you wasn't there.
Nah,
I
I
said
did-
nobody's around.
Oh.
All right. But I'm saying it was done.
Like,
there.
was I like employed?
Oh yeah. You was employed. I think you went to like lunch or some shit.
Oh, did you wipe the desk?
This nigga living.
Yo, all right, bro.
Bro, listen, when they on go, you got go be on go.
Yeah, I hear that, but like cleanliness after though, like respect
Yeah,
of the
bro,
workplace.
like-
That's the worst. You know the worst feeling though is like when you do all that, and then like after work, you just be like, you try to see what the time is. Like, well, okay, what's your time? And then nothing. You like, what the fuck I did all that for? I mean,
What you mean?
Solicited myself for nothing.
Oh, like basically you ain't getting none. Yeah, that's trash. But then again, I ain't gonna lie. You a real freak if you don't care.
I mean, I don't. But I'm
There you
just
go.
saying, damn.
There you go.
Built
Yeah, you-
tension.
yeah,
in my body.
Nah, I like the
Go
tension.
home and play
Tension's
2K.
cool. Tension is
What's
nice. Nah, bro, it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
Know what I'm saying?
Depending. The fuck? Stop doing that.
Yo, for real, bro.
Problem.
This shit sounds crazy.
Yo, y'all know what we talking about, right? Everybody remember what's going on?
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I do.
You lying.
I know. Nah, I know what
talking
you're talking about.
about. We talking about. The question was, how did you grow? And black men's vulnerability. Those are two big ones, and then after the social media joint.
Yeah,
But we
Why I
can.
gotta be
that.
vulnerable?
Why?
Yeah.
I
Why not?
asked you why you got.
No. Why not?
Oh, I'm gonna sip this Thai latte.
What not? Like be vulnerable?
Yeah. Mm.
You know, like. Okay, vulnerable in what sense?
Vulnerable. So
Like expressing your emotions and shit to people.
yeah, like basically, yes, especially emotions to your friends, to your woman, to whoever. Like, why don't you? So anyway, so why don't you? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we finally got a special guest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nice for you to join us. What
Yo, Leon, what you
Start
think
what
about what you think
happened
about being vulnerable, bro?
happened? He got the mask on.
You full of shit, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Trying to be like, I was over here.
But yeah.
I can't even take
You don't get to speak.
All right, hold on.
No.
Let me just say to T.I., you say more than 3 big words.
Nah, for real, bro.
Let me
gonna
ask
have
you
a
something.
problem, bro.
Let me ask you something right now. We gonna be in the word off today because I was reading. I've been reading. It's over. I want you to know that right now. I got words in the back pocket. Chambers, nigga. I'm
best word I
talking
got
about
for y'all
clips.
I got the
is what I
dictionary
said,
app on my
solicit.
phone.
I got. Whoa, you cheating now? What are you doing?
I don't know what that is, but yeah.
So all I'm saying, if you don't come with this same SAT energy every episode,
Listen, bro. I ain't get much sleep. Vulnerability as a man. Move your mic down so you can
cut.
Jumping back.
Man, yo,
Stay ready. You don't got to get ready. That's a nice hoodie, by the way.
Thank you.
Vulnerability as a man.
you a
supposed to say
bitch
no?
ass nigga.
So you
You a
kinda-
bitch ass nigga.
From early on, you're kind of socialized to put certain emotions with a certain
Cut.
gender.
Nah,
Come on.
I can't. Well, I can't. I can't.
Come in, know how your
I
week,
can't.
how your
I
boy did with
can't.
the April
You know what I'm
breakfast.
saying?
Yeah, I asked you
I
a
like your
question. I
socks.
jumped
What
in.
color your boxes?
Well,
Something
you
like
hear this? Well, if you hear this, yo, bruh.
no foreplay,
Yo, like,
nothing.
you not
We gonna
even-
go straight.
Straight in there. No,
You not even
You
gonna,
back in?
hold on, you not
You
even
ain't
gonna
never satisfied a
apologize.
woman
You're not even
before,
gonna
Leo. You know you
apologize
some
for being
build-up.
late.
I wasn't gonna do that on camera. My bad. My apologies to the audience, to my castmates.
Yeah.
My bad, Wolf. Life happened, but I'm here. You know. Do you already do the?
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay. So don't ask me no questions. Then you think like we skipped in.
Leon, why you coming with this attitude as if you was on time?
All right.
Hey,
How
man,
was your week, bro?
Yeah, how was your week?
Yeah, we still didn't do an actual proper intro.
Yeah, we
though.
didn't do it.
We
Yeah,
didn't.
Yeah, at this point.
All right. Anyway, what's up, y'all? This is the Open Exchange podcast. You know what I'm saying? My name is Nate.
Boobie.
Nah, man. Yeah.
Leon, Lex, whatever.
You don't get to call him anything no more. Nah, I'm messing around. But how was our week? How was our week, guys? Like,
Oh, it was good. You know what I'm saying, obviously, I told y'all about the encounter I almost had with the doc with the Twitter porn and shit. But it was cool. You know, it was.
If you was here,
You would've
you would have
understood.
understood.
Yeah,
I'll just watch the episode.
yeah, but nah, you know, it was cool. You know, he had some other, you know, issues and
Oh yeah, I remember you was
yeah,
telling me,
yeah,
telling us actually.
yeah.
You handled that.
Yeah.
You're not Wesley Snipes, right?
Yo,
You handled-
how y'all we gonna leave that where it's at? How y'all-
Right.
So, but did you handle it though?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? As long as you handle your shit, dog, that's all I'm happy for.
That's what matters the most.
Word, boob.
Right.
My week, it was pretty dope. Nothing special really happening. You know, just regular stuff. You know,
Did you
happy to
shoot?
be alive, huh?
Did you shoot?
Shoot what?
Remember you say you was
He did the car video. Remember, he ain't had an audio.
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah. I
did
shot
you
the
shoot
whole
the
video.
other thing?
What other thing?
You say you was gonna shoot something else.
Oh no, I didn't end up doing it. Only because I have nobody else to do it with. Like we supposed to all, you know, go to empty
I
lot with
forgot.
cars
Yeah,
and stuff.
and
Yeah,
do the snow drifting and shit.
yeah.
And you-
have a
you-
little
and
fun.
you oldie
It would have been
cam.
lit, bro. Trust me. But yeah, nobody came, so I was just like, you know what? I ain't doing it. It's cool.
I thought it was a you and Kev thing, but I.
Yeah, it's alright though.
Leon, how was your day?
My day or my week?
Yo, it's crazy
Whatever.
how much this is like how we really be though. We'll be joking around and just be serious. I know. Even like the group chats, everything. It
Yeah,
just
but-
go from
Yeah.
left to serious.
How was your week?
My week is just like any other week, honestly. There's not too much that really strayed from the norm. My homegirl, as she had a shoot set up yesterday for her clothing brand, so those pics gonna drop when she dropped them. I've been looking for like past month. In addition to this whole week, my homegirl Yaz, shout out Yaz, happy birthday! You gonna
Oh,
see?
yeah, happy
It's gonna be your
birthday.
birthday by the
Happy
time
birthday.
you see this.
I'm not saying happy birthday.
Tough.
I don't know you.
You definitely met before.
Hey, it's a gremlin.
Anyway, happy birthday. You know, I hope everything in life comes to you, everything you deserve. You're a phenomenal person. And we going up tomorrow. Yeah, but my week's been pretty alright. I'm blessed, you know.
Shout out to you. That's good shit.
Got it.
Week was regular. Yeah, nothing special happened. I was just hyped to get to the weekend for real, for real. It snowed, and that's my favorite like type of precipitation. So I was hyped as hell. Did some shoveling, XYZ. Yeah, I said precipitation. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's called. Why you laughing, boy? Why you laughing at my happiness?
How was your week, Wolf? How you good? You was good, bro?
My week was good. It was productive, man. It was a creative week for sure.
Creative.
Mm-hmm.
You did
I don't care how you
did
week was.
shoot
You
yourself?
laughed at precipitation. Like,
Because I already knew what it was about.
nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So we here. We here to talk. We got a couple more topics to discuss.
Yeah, we condensed the topics for y'all.
Yeah, where you know what I'm saying?
Condensed.
Because y'all was sending some weird stuff.
work.
That's all I got to say. I would like to say it's a follow up of our last coming back episode. But I'll start it off. How did you end up knowing that you had to grow? You know what I'm saying? Like, when did you feel like, yo, I'm done with like my old habits or old behaviors?
You got to look away.
I'm like, I'm still figuring that out.
I'm tall, so
Just shut up.
Leon, you already have 3
You are
strikes.
regular.
Damn, man.
Get on my nerves, bro. Alright, whatever. You should have moved the room.
6'8".
I said 6'8".
Oh, okay.
Nobody
No.
cares,
It's not my bio no more. So
But nah, no seriously.
bro. If you don't
That's his number, his name on my phone too. 6'8" Spider-Man.
I'm weak.
I could
hold
care.
on. What's the name in your phone?
Pendendorf.
His name's Little Bro. It don't matter to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Y'all lucky y'all even got contact names at this point.
Some people got hit with the deleted contact.
Ooh. Care to name drop those people?
Nah.
Why?
But nah, to answer your question though, as far as like the when did I know I have to be, you said change my ways, right?
Yeah, like
Well,
what
grow.
What kind of growth? What
So,
made you grow?
I mean, you know, in college, you know how the atmosphere was. You got to get like a little pretense, you know what I'm saying? So anybody who've watched past videos, episode 2, I revealed to the world, you know, I was a very promiscuous, person.
To say the least, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll use that.
You know,
He was
Christopher.
very free.
Yeah, I was Christopher Columbus in the vagina. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just exploring, you know, just seeing the world. You know, at that point, so just seeing the world. What? We not. It's
Just let him have
safe
it.
space.
Just let him have it. Just
Thank
let
you.
him-
He was exploring, not discovering. Cause, you know,
So, you know,
Columbus
after-
discovered shit.
I'm about to say he ain't discovered shit.
I did though. I discovered me.
In the bottom of the vagina.
Wait, you see you ruined it. So now,
So
now.
Just
nah, but no, serious. Like for like, you know, you keep going around. You sleep with this one, sleep with that one, sleep with this one, sleep with that one, sleep with this one.
That's
I'm
a lot.
being real, bro.
Nah,
I'm just being
Now let him speak, man. Let him
You know what I'm
speak.
saying? You do that, and you know, women, you know, they gain like an affection for you, whatever the case may be. But in my mind, it was just like, I'm just here for the box, baby. Like I don't really care for all other stuff, and you keep doing that, and it becomes like an endless cycle. But then after a while, like I alluded to the last one, you know what I'm saying? There's some women that you end up like hurting real bad. It was like good women and stuff like that. So it's like continuously doing that stuff, and then you realize like where some of it stems from. It could be past childhood, like trauma, situations that happened when I was younger that I wasn't over. It was kind of like I took on the mentality like fuck it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do whatever I want, you know what I'm saying? Like I want this, that's what's, you know what I mean? So you doing that, and it's like you just see, like I said, you see all the women you hurt, the friendships you probably could have lost out on. You just like, all right, something got to change here. You know what I'm saying? You continuously doing this. Like, in a moment, for me, it was like I was getting satisfied in the area. But that after that, it was kind of like, all right, what's next? You know what I'm saying? And just that endless cycle was just getting tiring, you know? And then like, I think the last relationship I was in, and then just the last person I dealt with in general, how bad that was, it was just like, nah, something got to go. Something got to change. And it's going to have to start. If I want my circumstances, I got to change first, you know? And since I've done that, like, positive shit has come in. So, you know.
Proud of you,
Yeah,
Boobie.
that's good. I would say the thing that really made me want to change was self-awareness. Like, once you realize just like what you do on a regular basis, I feel like, or the question why, matter of fact, question why you do something. I feel like that's very important, whether you're happy, sad, you know, feeling great, not feeling good. Like, I feel like that's important because you know why something is happening.
Right.
Now, let's say, for instance, like, I don't know, like playing the game or something. Like, I love playing the game too. You know, like, it's fun. You know, we played last night. But it's just like when I realized like certain things, like where I want to be in life, and I started realizing like how much time I devoted into the game. I'm like, all right, why am I playing this game right now? You know, like,
Right.
all right, it's cool. It's a cool pleasure, but like, all right, there's other aspects of my life I'm not happy with. So what can I do to get to where I want to be? You know?
Right.
It's like asking why and how as well too. How is it gonna happen? You know, actually just sitting there taking that time, I feel like it's important because you just go out throughout your day. Like, let's say for instance, I tripped on my way here, right? And my knee hurt. Right? Hold on, follow me. Stay with me.
Okay, Dr. Umar, tell us. Bring it back full circle.
Bring it back full circle. Bring it full circle.
Bring it back full circle.
He said, I triple over
Right?
here.
You know what I'm saying?
So you trip in life, you know what I'm
Sometimes you
saying?
trip in life, but you can't fall.
Shut up. Like, you don't get to say shit like that.
Damn.
Go ahead, boo.
You right.
So your woke privilege is taken.
Taken away.
Go ahead, Boobie.
But well, yeah. So for instance, let's say I trip fall right on my way here. I don't really think much of it. Keep going throughout my day, but I'm sitting there just like realizing, like, damn, like I'm kind of like I feel bad in a way. Like, what did I do? You know, I feel like a lot of times we trip and we fall and we don't know, you know, or identify the fact that we fell as the reason for why we feel the way we do. So
Say that again. What you said?
He sounded like Boogie in that one interview.
Yeah, wait, say that. Nah,
That's
that was
fire. That's true.
Say it again. Say it again.
that
All right.
was low-key hard. I ain't gonna lie.
So, yeah, nah. So basically, I'm saying like whenever you trip and fall, sometimes you don't realize the reason why you feel bad about something.
You just keep
You
going.
don't realize
Yeah,
why you
sometimes we
feel
really,
Like,
Yeah.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we just sometimes, trip, fall, and just keep getting back up and just go. Sometimes we don't I actually sit there and process, like, all right, damn, I just fell. Why did I fall? I tripped over a rock. Damn.
Why do I
Happened.
keep tripping over this rock?
Yeah. You
Same
know what I'm
rock.
saying?
Same spot, same place.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Nah, go ahead.
Shut up. Leon.
On myself, I feel like there was two major points in my life where I felt like I needed to grow. One really early on was, I probably was like in high school maybe. As I was saying earlier, we're kind of taught very young, socialized very young to like understand certain emotions, certain actions, certain feelings kind of are associated with certain gender, or you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like simply, boys don't cry. All right, it hurt. All right, get up, rub some dirt in it, keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You're trying to like, I guess, raise men, but you're teaching a 5-year-old that he's not allowed to cry, which is insane when you think about it.
yeah.
So real early on, it's kind of I realized that one, I got to be in touch with my emotions, myself, why I feel the way I do about certain things, about certain actions, events that's happened to me, and also like developing an emotional intelligence. Because I feel once you interact with other people moving on in your life, without a certain level of emotional intelligence, you're not really going to be able to maintain any relationship. Because a lot of us, I guess, at our core, it's I got to put me first. It's about me. I got to get to where I need to go. I. Which is cool in a way, and it's needed. 'Cause at the end of the day, people gonna tell you die alone. When it's time for you to get what you need to get done, you can't really call on everybody.
That's a fact.
So you got to get where you need to go. But in the same vein, there's people around you that you got to accommodate to some level. You don't owe anybody anything, but again, in that same vein, with the level of relationship you have with somebody, there's certain stuff that should be expected, and it should happen.
And it's crazy, like, to that point, right? It's like, you see a lot of that now. Like, people who are now, like, self-absorbed and shit. I don't know if it's, obviously, like, when we're going to get into a little bit, is, like, the social media aspect, whereas it's, like, everybody's now just, like, focused on themselves. And, like, I'm not going to get too far into it because I want you to continue what you were saying, but it's, like, people talk about, like, the love aspect and everything, right? Not to go back into the whole relationship thing. It's, a lot of people now just focused on themselves and, like, like you said, got to put me first and all that stuff. So it's like they don't really know how to be partners, you know what I'm saying? Because they only think of themselves. So they don't really know how to step out and think like, okay, cool, I got a partner right here. I got to make sure he or she is good.
Consideration.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just more so about like, how are you going to satisfy me, and not so much as like, how can I satisfy you? How can we satisfy each other? Learning love languages and all that stuff. Like now it's just, all right, cool. Like, what you going to do for me? Oh, cool, you can't do that for me? I bet I'll find somebody else who do. But you don't do shit for them the whole time. It's like the saying, you know what I mean? Like, you got to be, everything you're asking for in a person, you got to be able to at least provide that. Some people say that they can, but they don't.
And even if you can, you don't.
Right.
Fast forward to a little bit later in my life, I'm a person that a lot of times I function in excess. So it's like one extreme or the other one, black and white. There's very few instances where there's a gray area for me. So if I give a fuck about you, if I care about you, it's 100%.
Right.
And if I don't, it's really,
dead.
I could care less. Well, I couldn't care less is the way to say it. But just learning balance once I got a little bit older, in the sense of, if I do care about you, I'm going to go 100% for you all the time. But I started to realize, especially with me being emotionally intelligent and whatnot, there'd be times where I forget about myself because I'm so absorbed in like, damn, I got to make sure this person good. I got to make sure that person good. Am I showing this person enough attention? I ain't check on this person in a minute. Like, I got to make sure I check on them. You know, they might be going through some shit. And I started kind of spiraling because at that same time, I just came back from Buff. I went from having no job to having basically like 5 different sources of income.
Yo, he was wilding at one point, bro.
Word.
Wilding. Yes, like 3 just stupid shit. Just 3
I was
jobs.
doing the most.
Yo,
Hat
yo.
club, security, just. I'm
Cause
Walgreens.
and that's again like
Yeah.
with being a man, you kind of taught, like we said last episode, you're supposed to provide, you're supposed to have your own, you're supposed to have this, you're supposed to have that.
Yeah.
And then that combined with grind culture, you know, you wake up in the morning, everybody on Twitter, everybody on Instagram trying to tell you how to live your life, trying to tell you, yo, if you got time to do this, then you're not working hard enough. Steve Harvey,
24 hours in a day.
sleep is for broke people. You know what I mean? Saying shit like that, like, yo,
I'm broke then, baby.
I'm
When
saying.
you die.
So
Yeah, that's
being
when you dash crazy.
being caught up in all that, you kind of just like that voice in the back of your head, like, I just slept 8 hours today. Shit, I could have cut that down. I could have picked up that shift, whatever. I got this bill paid. I could have just paid this one ahead of time. It feel good to have shit on auto pay. I'm not even gonna lie.
It
That
does.
shit feel great.
You're not even thinking about it. It's just done.
Yeah.
That shit low key hurt though sometimes.
Yeah, because
I
when
don't
you
gotta
look at
keep
your
track
account,
of
you're
it.
like,
It do.
But I'm saying, at that point in time, I had different incomes crazily.
Nah, I'm saying it hurt. Like sometimes you realize, like, damn, son, I just gonna take my shit.
you're not even gonna ask first.
Yeah, bro. Like, damn.
But yeah,
Like, what if I needed that?
I hit like a particular day where I guess like, you know, you're tired a lot of the time. Like you know how it feels to be tired, but
Yeah.
that was a point in time where it wasn't like body exhaustion. It was really like my brain. So I was in at this time I was still working at J. Crew, had like doing mad different stuff. I went downstairs to get something for a customer, and I had to crouch down. It was on one of the lower levels. So as I'm looking for it, I'm kind of already leaning on the wall, and my vision started blurring. And like, you know, static from a TV, that's all I could see. I couldn't see anything.
You also blind too.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
I
had
mean-
glasses on, or
All right, relax. Like
I'm just saying.
my literal vision
No
was just
offense
like
before I get
static. I couldn't see anything. I think I fell asleep. I'm not even sure. My manager happened to be like passing by. He was like, "Yo, bro, you look terrible. Like, you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm straight. I'm straight." I'm like, "Yo, just." He's like, "Yo, take a nap. Take a nap." So I slept for like 45 minutes. Went back on the floor. I was good, but that experience kind of like messed with me. Cause I'm like, that's a scary feeling. Like I can't see. I don't know which way is up. I don't even know if I'm standing up right now. So from then I was just like, yo, I gotta like do a better job of taking care of myself. I gotta do a better job of making sure I'm rested, making sure I'm feeling well. Cause doing all that plus going to the gym and trying to stay in shape, like it's really torturing your body.
yeah, the rest is
I tell
important.
you, I'm sore right now.
Too much isn't always a good thing.
But that's why I'm so big on it now. Like my self-care days, if I'm talking to my friends around me, you know, a lot of people around me work hella hard. One thing I always try to remind you, treat yourself well, treat your body well, speak to yourself well, like really build yourself up. Because once you get about 50, 60, all that shit is going to show. But yeah, that's me.
I'll keep mine's is pretty much a culmination of everything I said, really, so I'm gonna keep it brief. Kind of it's a culmination of what y'all said. Just gonna keep it brief. My bad.
Like that.
Stop whispering to me, bro.
Nah, my bad. I
You
when
trying
I
to get these little girls wet on the
relax, nah, shit.
Got a
shit.
four-syllable minimum.
I know what you trying to do. You trying to put a little more than voice.
You on the
Yeah,
fourth
like,
syllable minimum.
No, yeah, I just woke
Hey, you
up
want to go? You really want to do this?
They ain't even go.
All right,
Go,
bet.
you
All
got
right,
it.
cool. Nah, but it's a culmination of what y'all pretty much said. Like, I'll start with Dom, like, kind of just.
the whole tone. My bad.
What happened?
Because you just changed the whole tone ever since I said that.
What you mean?
Go ahead.
Oh, leave me alone, bro. That's how I talk. But I know I'm overthinking this joint now. But basically, like, at a certain point, like you said, Dom, I just don't want to. Sorry. I just don't want to do certain stuff at a certain time. You know what I mean? I don't want to like have the same bad habits or like I'm tripping over that same rock over and over and over again, and I'm just like, all right, I'm tired of. It's like a story on loop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I see the same thing. The same things happen. The only difference is the players change, the characters change. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I want a different outcome. I want a whole different like function. I want to experience a different ending. And I realized like the different ending really starts with me. So instead of taking that right, I'm gonna take a left. Or like instead of, you know what I'm saying, like speaking a certain way, I have to like, in a sense, like speak to myself first. Is this what I really want to say? Is this And also to your point is like I forgot what you said, but it kind of revolves what I'm about to say. Being intentional, yeah, awareness, being intentional. You know, y'all know me at a certain point in the beginning, at least freshman year, I was really go with the flow, like see whatever happens and
Yeah, he was wild.
just vibe. You know what I'm saying? But I realized like intention is and being intentional about what you want. Oh, it's also being intentional about what you're doing, because what you're doing will indeed obviously give you a certain end result, at least as much as you can. So I pretty much stopped and was like, I don't want to, just go with the flow. Go with the flow left me in some pretty situations, and I fucked up a lot of good people. You know what I mean? Fucked over some good people that I wish I could like show how bad and sorry I feel if I could like show you, but nobody wants to deal with that because everybody's like, yo, you had me, and now it's like, now you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like your word means little, and that's what I think pretty much made me want to change, is realize like everybody knows I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't, or I don't feel like I am, but everybody knows I'm a good person. It's just the fact that it was always the same, but you just do dumb shit. You know what I mean? I pretty much got tired of hearing that because I'm like, all right, so if I'm a good person, why do I do dumb shit? Yeah, I'm young. I can make mistakes, for sure. But it's like, why is it the same situation? So I pretty much was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna be intentional. Like, all right, I know I could go to that party. Or who's there? Nah, I'm gonna chill. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
Know where it's gonna go.
I don't know where it's gonna go. And also like, I started listening, and to your point, listening to how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I really want to be in that space? Yeah, I could fake it. I could be like, nah, I'm good, I'm chilling. But like, if I don't, Dom knows better than anybody. Like, he see me actually leave a spot when I'm not comfortable. I leave. I be like, yo, bro, I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like
you know what I'm
30
saying?
minutes in, like damn, bro.
Yeah, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? He's like, for real? I'm like, bro, I'm just not. I don't care where I am. I will leave. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's another point. So it's just like, once I did that, I was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in the same place, be in these same situations, deal with these same kind of things. And then once that happened, everything pretty much rolled forward. Now I'm like, I'm not skipping over that. I'm not hitting that same stone. I'm hitting different stones for sure. You're always gonna hit a stone, but it's not gonna be the same one. And now like with those active mantras or like sayings like, all right, so I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be different. All right, now let me think about how I'm gonna handle this stone I just tripped over. How do I feel? What's going on? And then move forward from there.
Yeah, I think a lot of it, like, pretty much is just self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes people are not really aware of they self, So, and I think that's the reason why, like, they always have that, keep doing the same thing over and over, because either they're not aware of themselves or they blame a lot of shit that's happening to them on other people. You know what I mean? So I'm getting hurt because of y'all. You know what I'm saying? If I keep might be running into the same, let's say if it's a group of friends, I keep surrounding myself with these same group of people. Same thing keep happening, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, just different people. Like, it's the same story, just different people in it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep surrounding myself with the same people, so it's going to be the same shit. Relationship, I keep going after the same type of women, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be the same thing.
Shit.
You know what I mean? It's like there's no awareness in that, but you're going to keep blaming them. Like, oh, it's because of them. It's like, well, you have
you play a
going
vital
for
role.
that, so that's what's going to keep happening. But you're not aware that that's the choice that you keep making. You may not be realizing that subconsciously that you're making that, and that's the people you keep attracting, but you are. So it's like you got to change something with you that attracts different type of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put yourself, like you said, in different surroundings. But it's like some people just blame everybody else for their failings or wrongdoing, and it's like that's the problem. Also, I see like within society, it's like we try to find a reason why we fail or why we fuck up. It's the system. It's the government. It was my parents growing up. It was the teachers or the professors in my college. It wasn't me. It was them. When it's like realistically, that could be true. They could have had a dealing with it, but what did you do to help at least try to change the circumstances? Was it in the class? Did you was it the teacher really dick rider, or did you really study? Sometimes there are teachers that's just hard, but it's like, did you reach out? Did you go to the extra study sessions? Did you sleep in? Did you miss classes? Like, what was you doing that could have prevented that?
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't do that. They just look for, okay, I'm gonna blame this person. I'm gonna blame this. You know what I mean? And it's like there's no self-awareness, and then in that there's no discipline. Like we all speak to, we all actively try to change it, like day by day. It's probably been tough. You might slip back on it some days where you might overexert yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like there's no real discipline. And it's like what I always try to tell people now is like discipline is like what really takes you far in life. It separates, because it's easy to like New Year's, like we all got New Year goals and stuff. It's easy to set a goal, but are you going to stay disciplined the whole year? Just going to the gym. Are you going to go to the gym every day. You don't got to go jump right in the gym. Do home workouts. Can you do home workouts? You can't even do those. How the fuck you gonna go lift 20 pounds of dumbbells? You can't even lift yourself to do push-ups at the crib.
Yeah.
Like it's all
Damn,
discipline.
you just
So it's
eat it.
like-
Some people just
Word.
bang, bang.
Now I'm just saying though, it's like it's all self-awareness and just a discipline for shit. And it's like a lot of people don't have that, and that's why they stay stuck in the same circumstance.
I would just like to cut in. Are you done?
Yeah.
It's like my last. Damn, that's gone. That's dead. Nah, just like some of you said that victim role. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing the victim. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, your environment plays a part. You know what I'm saying? But like, you are still indeed master of your fate. You know, the captain of your soul in that regard.
To an extent.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah.
I
are-
mean,
you
yeah,
can
like
still
to
be
an
victim
extent,
of
like
certain
obviously,
things.
like there are certain situations you can't necessarily control altogether, but your mindset is important because that's something you can't control. That's something you can at least not like to the fullest because obviously sometimes we really do get down or we're not that high in terms of like frequency, but like you can definitely be like, I know today's a bad day. It's gonna be. It could tomorrow make it better, or like
Yeah.
tomorrow I'm gonna do something to make up for yesterday, or the mindset could be, you know what, that was yesterday. Today's today. You know what I mean? Being the present, being the now, because being in the present, being in the now, helps you focus on what am I doing today to have a better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's all I got to say on that.
It's like focusing. I had heard in this video, it was talking about how like with skiers, when they're going downhill, they're not looking like, all right, I'm about to crash into a tree. They're always finding an opportunity. Oh, they're always finding like an opportunity and stuff. I was just tagging along with that.
Yeah.
No, for
You know,
sure.
you gotta do that on a daily.
And that's one of the prayers that I've gotten from an early age. Is and I didn't really understand it till I got older. It's you ask for the strength to handle what you can control. Also the strength to handle what you can't control, but you ask for the wisdom to differentiate between the two.
Talk that talk.
Like remember like yesterday, right? So I was talking with a close homie of mine, right? So like cause he was about to go like shoveling shit outside, whatever the case may be. So it's like I'm like, you about to go shovel? He's like, yeah, I'm about to go like door to door, whatever, right? And I'm like damn, like the fuck? It's all right. I mean, I feel you go get your bread. He's like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm broke. Like I'm broke. I ain't got no job. I don't really got no income. I could complain about being broke, but right now it's snowing. But this is an opportunity for me to possibly go at least make some type of money. I could just stay in and be like, fuck it, the snow. You know what I mean? Because you know, normally he goes out, you know, and try to apply to places. He said I could be like, damn, the snow, fuck, I can't go out. You know what I'm saying? And at least try to apply to places where I can't like go out and do Uber Eats. Damn, I'm about to lose bread. Or I could just be like, I could find another way. Granted, it don't have to be that extreme, but like it's like he still just had the mindset of like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this one circumstance just stop my whole thing. I'ma just now fuck it. I'ma go next door. You need me to shovel your snow? I think he only made like $100, but in his mind he was about to make none. But he changed his circumstance just because he just had the mentality to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this shit hinder me. You know what I'm saying? It's like when he said that, it kind of. I was just thinking about that shit all day. Like, damn, that's kind of like a fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I look back even on life and I be like, I did kind of just blame people for shit. Like it wasn't their fault. It was that was my fault. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I put too much onus on other people, and it's like, nah, you had control of that your whole time. You just didn't see it.
Yeah.
You know you was complacent on just blaming everybody else for your fucking. So
It's growth, but that's the beauty of life in itself. You know what I'm saying? That growth, because I was talking to my mans about the other day, like if keep it short. It's kind of like if we had all the answers, there wouldn't be any like struggle. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, and not to say you want struggle, but in a sense, with struggle comes overcoming that wall, and overcoming that wall is that feeling of like reward. You know, that feeling of like
Yes.
victory. That feeling of like, yes, I got through it. You know what I mean? So.
yeah, because life is a journey. It's like that's the beauty of it is finding the answers in it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want a cheat sheet. Like yeah, you know, in college, you know, you trying to get out that motherfucker. So Quizlet was popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? but at the
I
same,
won't confirm nor deny.
hey man, you know
I
what
like my degree. I'm sorry.
But you know what I'm saying?
Congratulations, my brother.
But you know, it's like if you had all the answers, it would kind of just be like boring. There's no real challenge to it. But it's like the fact that we had those challenges that we overcome. It just makes, and even when you get knocked back a little bit, still being able to answer that test is like it make it fun.
So I got a question for you. Got a question for y'all. I got a question for us. What are your challenges and where do they stem from vulnerably? I said vulnerably. Fuck. What do you struggle with in terms of why can't you be vulnerable? Like what is it specifically? That's the first part. And the second part of the question is, where does it stem from? So whatever topic, you don't have to get too specific if you don't want to. I don't want anybody feeling uncomfortable. But what is that topic that's touchy for you? That's like, damn, where did it come from? Why is it that way? And are you working on that, or are you just cool with? I mean, not say you just cool, but you know what I mean. Like, is it like, have you got to that point where like, all right, this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like this part of me. Like everybody says, yo, you're very like monotone and very like nonchalant for the most part. And I'm like, that's just not situations at hand. Like, yeah, it's me. I agree to a certain point, but on my close friends, no, I'm actually pretty funny and talkative when you get to know me. But you know what I mean, for the most part, I'm just.
Am I your close friends?
Are you my close friend?
Oh,
The
bro.
fact that you got to ask yourself that type of question shows that we not stop. Nah. I mean, you mean like on Instagram? Yeah.
You say, all my. I thought you said in my close.
No, like all my close friends, like all my close friends.
That's what I was sticking to. I was like,
That's tough. I don't,
Well, I got a
Right.
close friend.
I don't-
Y'all in it. I just don't
But
post.
how
nothing.
you are?
I'm gonna say
don't
everything you
want
post
to
is reckless
post.
anyway.
I post reckless.
No, I don't want you posting nothing in close friends.
I post reckless.
Not everything you post is reckless.
Hold up,
Nate.
I haven't posted something reckless in a
Nate,
minute.
I know you though. I don't want.
Sir, you was just on Twitter yesterday talking about I got snow on me. I should call her.
nah, yeah.
Everything reminds me of her.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
The most I
screenshot last
post,
time, I was like, yo, bro, you got
bro,
relax.
the most I post at
I'm
this
out
point
here
is like
chilling.
manga, like screenshots of what I'm reading or whatever. You talking about me? I mean, before, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, but now I be chilling.
Yeah, he's grown, bro. That's growth.
We just talked about this.
Exactly.
See, that's that shit. I be on the past. be on that bullshit. I hate that shit too, though, sorry, but I really hate when people bring up like old stuff and you trying to move forward. I really don't like that. Like
Oh.
that's like a pet peeve in my life. If you know I'm trying to change, or if you know something bothers me,
I mean, but
Don't.
the parts I'm talking about, I mean, that's in your area where you know what I mean. Your close friends. What goes in close friends, Nate? That's what you know what I mean.
you
That's what
tell me,
content-
brother. Hold up,
That's a topic that we can
hold up. I got all of us right now. You tell me, sir.
We're going to close friends.
Yeah, because I could tell you were going your close friend. I know
Save
we're
that for
going.
another episode. That's a good topic. We can get into.
Nah,
Alright,
I ain't
I
gonna
got
lie. I was
you.
ready to eat this,
But
man.
next week we got y'all.
Vulnerability. Like kind of like I touched on earlier. You're taught certain things fit into certain genders. So when you a man, like being vulnerable in itself, it's seen as weakness. So like having a vulnerability, like the meaning, people would just equate the shit to like having a weak spot.
Yeah.
And you kind of taught you shouldn't have any weak spots. You're supposed to be big, strong, can't be beaten, can't be taken down, shit like that. Vulnerability. So a lot of people get shit misconstrued with me, and it's kind of done purposely. I don't have to talk about myself if I overshare. And that doesn't really make sense when you say it like that, but I've been this person for a long time. I overshare on insignificant stuff.
That's true.
So
Not insignificant.
I'm saying to somebody that's not really observant, they feel like they close to me. They know a lot about me. It's not really the case. I pick and choose what I share. I make you not purposely manipulation, like you know what I mean, but from my actions, you kind of feel like you're closer to me than how I actually would consider you.
So am I close to you?
Nah, you know more. You know more than
A
most.
lot
You
of
know.
questions are being answered in this episode right
I'm
now.
starting to feel away.
But that's in an effort to protect what I want to protect.
What is it that you want to protect?
There's a lot of feelings up there.
I'm playing Dr. Phil in here. I'm being real surgical.
what the
So-
fuck we walked into?
It's my episode.
You know, they say the only things guaranteed in this life are death and taxes. So early on, I've always been like familiar with death, especially like being in a Caribbean household. This stuff, death is talked about frivolously in a way. That, you know, you might wake up one morning and your mom had a dream about fish. They say fish is equated to, like, you dream about fish, either I think it's life or death, something like that. Then death comes in threes. So if somebody pass, is always some older West Indian talking about, oh, death come in threes. Just wait on it, 2 more come in. shit like that. So you kind of have that relationship with death unknowingly, understanding stuff, thinking that you treat it well, or you deal with it well. And you have older family members pass away, people in the hood pass away, stuff like that. I wasn't really like involved in my neighborhood a lot of time growing up, so it's not like I see like candles on the ground. I didn't really know that person like that, or I might have seen them 1 or 2 times at the park or walking to the store, but I didn't really know them like that. So there's that sadness that you feel a little bit, but you can't truly be sad. You can't truly feel for that because you're distanced from it.
Yeah.
Whether that's done by design or you do it like to yourself or whatever. It wasn't until I got older and I started losing people like in my circle, people around me, people I interacted with. There's some people like I spent every day with at a point in time. I wake up, I seen them every day. That person's gone. And that's when I started really like understanding the seriousness of death, like how finite life is, the effect that a person's presence and lack of presence could really have on you. And I didn't like how it made me act, because it made me feel as though I wasn't as, I don't want to say secure, but I wasn't as built up and mentally strong as I thought I was. And that was very uncomfortable for me. And it was very uncomfortable for me to show that to others. So at the time, like, I lost a lot of people when I was in college. Like, in the span of, like, a year, I lost, like, 4 or 5 people. And that shit was ridiculous because it kept happening, like, right after each other. And I couldn't, like, it's like every time I thought I was getting back up and good, some other shit happened. And this shit just was ridiculous. I couldn't focus on nothing. I was on the ball team, and it's like, there's people that I saw every day that had no idea what the fuck was going on in my head. And you wouldn't be able to tell. It was times I would not leave my room unless I had practice. Like, fuck class, fuck everything else. Like, I would not leave my room, not even my suite, my room, unless I had practice. And nobody really knew that. But that was something that I struggled with for a very long time. I'm still coming to terms with a lot of it now. There's still behavior that I picked up during that time that I can't really shake. But I'm working on it, you know.
Every day.
That's good.
Day to day, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Word.
Yeah.
In terms of vulnerability, I kind of feel like it's kind of touching on what you were talking about. Like, as men, like, we've always been, like, kind of conditioned to just, like, be tough. You know, men don't cry. You gotta basically be like the head of the wolf pack. You know, like, making sure you're always strong for whoever's around you and all that. And also touching on with death, like, I realized, like, as I grown up, the only time I ever actually seen a man cry was either in a movie or at a funeral.
Yeah,
And I find that to be so crazy because it's like, literally, that's the only space of where you can actually see a man cry. You know, you're never really taught, like, it's cool to cry. You know, only time was at a funeral. And even then, nobody's sitting there like, oh, yeah, you could cry at a funeral.
Right.
But that's just what's seen.
Or even like in the movies, it's soft ass.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and it's like, it's just a crazy thing to think about because we're not, you know, taught to just be, like, free and open with how we feel. And if we are, I mean, it just kind of depends on a person, but sometimes you kind of feel like you don't really get much more, support, you know, emotional support in those times. And even so, like, even, I know myself, I know y'all kind of talked about this one time, like, whenever, like, yeah, it was kind of messed up. I don't mean to laugh at it, but, like, y'all talked about the fact that, like, whenever y'all tell me something that crazy happened, I'd be like, yo, damn, that's crazy. And I wouldn't have nothing else to say to it, but it was.
We'd be like, damn, that's tough.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yo, so we be in tower with one. Yo, either Dom or me, you say something, he be like, word. Like, it's that weird, like, he got that word. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then it's like silent and that's it.
Yeah. I think you was talking about it too. You was like, yo, like, I wanted advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you said that in your head. But, like, I was just like, yeah, bro. Do what you want to do.
Yeah, that's that fool.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I was expecting something. Like, yo, don't worry about it. You're going to be good. Like, you feel me? You just got to do X, Y, Z. The boy be like, damn. It's tough.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, he just has that weird shoulder shut. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Like-
bro. So what you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy though, cause like even since y'all pointed that out, like it's something that I realized just like, you know what, going back to me questioning why, it's like, all right, this is because I kind of feel like the emotions and feelings weren't talked about while we were younger, at least me in my life. So you're never really like sure of how you actually go about with things. If anything, it was more so like whenever you got a problem, oh, just do this, do that, do this, do that. You know, it's like easy 1, 2, 3 fix. But like in those moments when you know, friends, family, you need that support, it's kind of hard, at least for me, to emotionally be there. But it's something to work towards is all.
So that's what you struggle with in terms of vulnerability?
Yeah.
I want to say before we continue, a point that I really want to stress that you brought up that I forgot to bring up is sometimes you're that person for many people around you as far as like strength. And you will struggle immensely with being vulnerable if that's how everybody sees you. I'm the friend. I'm the strong friend. You know what I mean? Like that. Like, I gotta make sure I'm up so when somebody else around me needs the help, like they can look at me like, damn.
Damn. Oh,
Nigga.
yeah, word.
Yeah, I'm saying like this person's strong. Like
Yeah.
they've been through this, that, and the third, and they still here. I gotta, you know what I mean? Like, yo, how do you do it? Like
Appreciate you.
shit like that. You gotta make sure that you're not. You don't have to, but when you're that person, you kind of just have it in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
You gotta show strength.
No, I agree.
I agree with that.
It's yeah.
Nah, for me, on the vulnerability tip, like, what was it?
But like, the question was, like being vulnerable, right? Like, what topics are you vulnerable on? Like, what's some things that are touchy? You don't gotta get too specific on it.
I mean,
And then what caused those things, like childhood or like
Well-
some situation? And then are you working on it?
yes, I am actively working on that. Now, I would say for the vulnerability for me is like pretty much like, you know, growing up, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, especially as a boy, you know what I'm saying, like you're not taught you're going to just sit there and cry about shit, like especially with like my grandmama, she wasn't playing none of that. It was like you cry around her, she look at you, they got 5 heads, like, boy, if you don't stop crying,
If I give you
Even-
something to cry about,
she pop you.
yeah.
You better not cry. Hard as hell. So it's like, it just kind of conditioned me for like, no matter what hit me in life, it's just kind of like, just take it on the chin, it's whatever. Like, you got to stay strong about it. And like, you know, as a kid, you know, you go through certain like traumatic experiences, you know, and I would come home and it's like I couldn't talk about it because it was like she already conditioned me for like, I can't necessarily go to her. So it's like, I just felt that was how it was in general. So I'm not going to, then my mom too, you know what I mean, she gonna watch this and be like, damn, like she doesn't realize sometimes you can't really go to her about things because like how my mother was, it's like, and it's not necessarily a knock on because I love my mom, you know what I'm saying? Like she raised me, you know, well, but it would just be like sometimes when you do complain about stuff, like you would hear like some of her reactions or responses, you kind of be like a little turned off. So you're like, okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to go here no more because you're just gonna make it a little worse.
Worse.
So you just hold it in a lot. My sister's like 8 years older. No, she's 7 years older than me. So it's like, there's a little disconnect in that right there, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, as the only boy in the house, is like tough a little bit, you know what I mean? So you just hold everything in and, you know, you just continuously do that stuff with everything. Like, you know, obviously some of it stemmed from my pops, you know, that was one thing. Like the feeling of like abandonment and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, growing up. That was something I held in. I came to start making jokes and shit about it after a while, but it was like, that was something that stuck with me. You know, just the constant changing, you know, of the friend groups. Like I said, stuff that I've seen. You know, I've seen people die in front of me. I've seen people get molested or raped in front of me. Like, you know, certain things almost happened to me when I was a kid. So those things kind of like, you see those stuff and you feel like you can't like talk about those things. So you have to hold those shits in for so long that like, you just do that for everything. So it's like I never just felt like I could really just fully be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And it took, you know, you get around certain people like, you know, like y'all would just be like, yo, bro, like talk about that shit to me. You can come to me about that. You know, Leon, anytime something happens, he like, yo, like, talk to me. What's up? Like, what's going on? Nate, you know what I mean? Yourself. Even if Boobie just be like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I still know
crying
I still know if I got a vent.
I'm here with you.
It's like I still know if I got a vent, I got somebody I could go
Talk
to.
to.
And it's like, and for me, you know, because I've opened that. Other than that, like, I don't really, you know, now I try to work on that because, like, the emotional intelligence and all that stuff, because you gotta be cognizant so people can know what's going on with you, just in case, like, you lash out or whatever the case may be. They can understand where it's stemming from. Like, okay, he was going through something or whatever the case may be. So yeah, like, I never really felt like I could be vulnerable growing up, and especially when, like you just said, when a lot of people normally was coming to you for shit. So it's like, I can't come to you about my shit when you coming to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going through something. That'd be selfish of me to be like, your problems is insignificant because I'm dealing with some shit right now, right?
Yeah.
You gotta be able to find a balance, which I've understand, but it's still, like, tough. Like, it's, even to this day, I fight that. Like, I might be going through something, but I just shut down and just like, fuck it. Because I don't know what you're going through. I don't want to put something on you, and then you, because then if in the event, if I do come to you and then it's kind of like brushed aside, it's kind of like, all right, I'm not going here no more. But then if you're going through something, I don't want to seem like I'm being selfish, and I'm trying to take your attention from you handling that to come help me with my shit. So I just deal with it on my own and then go about it, you know, whenever I go about it. You know what I'm saying? With y'all, I could come to y'all like, yo, such and such has happened, whatever. Like, you know, stuff happened with grandmas. I hit y'all, yo, such and such happened with grandma, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just that way y'all know at least what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, I'm actively trying to work on it, though, you know, because, you know, yeah.
That's good.
All right, bro. Let me keep it brief. I don't like being vulnerable. That's one.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't.
It's terrible.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's tough. But I guess for me, it's the same thing. I think everybody has the same rule of thumb here. Like, you can't speak on certain things because it's not expected of you. You know, it's not expected of you as a man, even though you're a boy, but whatever. And like, you just start to get quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I can't speak about how I feel, then I'm just not gonna speak at all. You know, and because I ain't gonna speak at all, that's it. You know, so that's pretty much it on that question. In terms of what I'm vulnerable about, really primarily probably has to do with past things. At first it was my dad, like, in terms of, because I never really had a good, you know, positive father or man figure in my life, really, except for, like, my coach. And then I got to college and I met Nick. But other than that, like, it was pretty much just bad role models along the way, really. Then certain things, past relationships, I think probably be my main issues. You know what I'm saying? Like I said when we first started, like, if you're gonna bring up my old shit and I'm trying to, like, move forward, you know what I mean? Like,
Hate that shit.
then please don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna talk to me as if it's the old me and you haven't spoken to me in at least the past 6 months, don't talk to me. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like, if there's anything, like, don't talk to me about that. Because honestly, I get it. I had inner wars going on for a year, and Dom knows. I know this, no throwaway at y'all, but Dom knows better than anybody here. Like, that was my worst time. You know what I mean? The past 2 years. So just don't talk to me about it. For sure. But in terms of working on it, every day I make it my mission to unbind myself from those old habits, those old behaviors, and I'm making my mission right now, my mission to be better in all aspects, you know what I'm saying, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, because like our last episode, like, there is a type of man that I want to be, you know what I mean, to somebody else, to appear, to myself, you know, if I have kids, to my son or my daughter, like, and if I have a wife, listen, I don't marriage, I don't know yet, guys. We'll get to that in another episode. But like, and also if I have a woman, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna touch bases on that because we already did. But you know, just there's a higher version of me that I'm trying to get to, and I'm starting to understand who that is, and I want to keep moving forward with that. So that's my thing in terms of vulnerability.
Because like Wolf said something last week that's kind of like stuck with me throughout the week. It was like when he was talking about as far as like what type of man you want to be. It was like your older version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? It was like, what would he think about the stuff you're doing?
Yeah, like I think to myself often, what would the man I want to be do?
Okay. Well, like how would he look at the stuff that you're doing now? Is it-
Yeah, how would he look at it? How would he go about this? And that just helps me get closer to that versus what I'm acting like, which is not what that man would do.
Yeah. That's what like that shit like that stuck with me. Like, you know what I mean too.
Bro, that's the real shit about it. Like, you gotta think like, damn, like, what would I do? How would I look? What would I like in the questions you asked last episode? What would I tell my 16-year-old self? And then you gotta ask yourself, what would I tell my 24, 25-year-old self?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. I actually asked when shout outs to For the Love podcast by Fred. And you know what I'm saying? And he asked some question. I was like, yo, when did you realize that you had to be a man? Like, when did that feeling come? He was like, when I married my wife. And I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Fred is a man of many words with so little. So I was like, word? He was like, yep. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, there's too much to, and I know from his standpoint, it's like, it's too much to really encompass that for me to tell you all in one text and all in one. But that was pretty much what his point was. And that was after we had that last episode. So, but thank you for sharing, y'all, for you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's time we have open and safe spaces for men, black men in particular, you know what I'm saying? Because we deal with a lot on so many levels. First on class, then on race, then on just gender, you know what I'm saying? Like classifications that necessarily cannot change. Like your race and your gender, you can change your gender, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna shade it like that, but like, you know what I'm saying though? Like,
Sorry how he said it. I mean, you can change your gender, but like,
nah, like you can change your gender, but like I mean, unless y'all want to tell me something, like we're not changing our gender, you know what I mean? But even then, like transgender is also, that's a whole nother topic.
that's
but
what.
you know, like even they face their shit, you know, and also still being black, you know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
it's time we start practicing safe spaces and having constructive conversations, and also being around people that are gonna promote you to do such things. You know what I mean? Like, you need to. So that's
All right,
shout
now,
outs
before we
to
get
that.
out of here, because Leon had a topic real quick that he wanted to get into with y'all too.
Word?
Real quick,
You got smoke?
I'm confused.
Not
I don't
smoking
know.
in
This
this sense.
is wild.
It's one of the things you talk about on the FaceTime call, the social media. Does it affect your life?
Oh. I was about to say the way Don put it was like, you got
Yeah, I
something
thought it
to
was
say.
something else.
He made it sound
Because
like
he
I
said it
never-
in the office.
I ain't gonna lie.
We
Like,
checking temperatures when we walk
nah,
in.
I ain't
That's
gonna
what
lie.
he said. He said you
I
talk
ain't-
crazy.
listen, that's not true. I ain't saying
I'm
that.
saying, because like, if we're gonna start addressing stuff on the podcast, then we could do that.
It's an open space.
Open space.
However,
what I'm
I'm
saying?
not
I want you to know how we gonna
targeting.
As soon as cameras turn off, we about to really get into that.
gonna be
So what's your question about social media presence?
I mean, like the present of social media. How does it affect your life? Does it dictate your actions, stuff like that?
Yeah, I feel like
Both of y'all said no on the FaceTime, so I just wanted y'all to like,
all right, yeah. So I feel like it depends on what you tune into. I feel like that's the most important thing when it comes to social media. Like, it doesn't affect me negatively. Instead, it used to, but however, I'm trying to make it more positive for me. You know, like by following motivational pages or like coming across things that actually help me to grow, rather than going down a hole of just like things that are just, I don't know, negative, or has me like thinking about comparing myself to others and everyone else's lifestyle and stuff like that, or my age or younger. Like, I feel like that's where you could really go down a deep hole, and that's bad. But like, at this current time, like the way I got my drink set up, like I got a little entertainment there, you know, some motivation there, some things that just help me to keep going throughout the day. And also, I try not to stay on it just because I just don't want to. But yeah.
Nathaniel.
Yo, listen, I told you, the only 2 people can call me my whole name, 3 people. That's my mom and my sister. Stop saying that shit. Tell y'all. No, not to be like that mean person, but I don't.
Man, stay behind.
You know what I'm
Stay on
saying?
your word.
Oh, no, I will. I'm just saying to stop doing that, please. And don't call me king. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Listen.
Listen, bro.
I hear that shit one more time.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna curse you the fuck out.
Like, yo, king, yo, first
Respectfully,
off,
King.
First off, I don't even like you.
He's
Do you
like,
think royalty?
Nah.
I mean, that do sound better though.
Good
No, it
morning,
don't.
King. Focus on yourself, King. Shut up.
Oh, bro, yo,
If I royally
stop.
slap the
It's
shit out.
cringy now, like, because half the time, like in Buffalo, like you realize a lot of people aren't your friends. You know what I'm saying? Not even your constituents. Like you only saying that just to say that to me. Then if you don't mean it, leave me
And
the
because
fuck
it's a
alone,
trend
bro.
in social fucking.
Yeah, like leave me the fuck
Yeah.
alone.
Constituents.
Don't say.
You
I
said
told you I'm coming for you. You know what I'm saying?
Constituents?
Say
Constituents.
constituents.
You know what I'm saying? But like, stop. Just don't talk to me like that. If we're not cool, if you don't really vibe with me and fuck with me, then don't say that shit to me. I'm rather cool with you just walking past you every day. But anyway, sorry, that's a little rant for the day. I don't. To be honest, most of the things I follow. First of all, I'll tell you right now, my favorite social media platform is Tumblr. Like, I hate Twitter because it's
You
full
seem
of.
like a Tumblr nigga.
I am a Tumblr nigga. I hate Twitter because everybody. I mean, everybody. It feels like their opinion is important and it matters and they got words and yeah, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like in the most jokey but also serious way. Like, yeah, your opinion matters, but at the same time, like a lot of us, and I say us because I'm included. Like a lot of us also be on BS too. You know what I'm saying? Like we do be on BS. So it's like some of the shit I be reading, I'll be like, what are you talking about? Yeah, like what are you talking about?
Be lying like a motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? And like, so I just like stay away from that. And like Boobie though, like on Twitter, I do have a lot of like, you know, Twitter does this new algorithm where like it shows you what you like and then it'll keep like showing that. Like, yeah, I do post a lot of like self messages or messages that I feel like could apply to all of us because it's like, you know, we do deal with the same things every day. We just don't talk about them a lot. So yeah, a lot of like self-healing, motivational stuff. More times than not, though, like I said, I'm on Tumblr.
But it does affect your life, though.
What you mean? Like the motivational post? Or like,
saying, like social
just the
media
presence of
affect your
social
life. It
media
does
itself.
affect your life.
as an artist, yeah. Yeah, I have to say it does. I can't lie. I do. Yeah. That's why I thought about the question more deep.
That's what I'm saying, because at first when I
was gonna
when
bring
you
it back.
asked
So
the
do it
question, you
affect
asked
your
the question, you
life?
said no. I'm like, I told Dom, I'm like, yeah, that's. I said, both of y'all saying no, you full of shit.
You full of shit.
Well, it depends on the way you're looking at it.
Yeah, and that's why I said. That's why I
clarified. That's why I clarified saying like depending on what you tune into. You know what I'm saying? If
No
you're
matter
looking at
what you
something
tune
bad,
It's not what
It's
you
still on
into.
social media.
Both y'all are artists. Both y'all are creators.
Yeah.
You make music. You make your content with your cars, and you're also a photographer, videographer, all of that. You do your poetry. The main platform that's going to get y'all to wherever, get your messages out there, whatever your content out there is going to be social media at the end of the day.
For
you right. You right.
If you an actor, your B-rolls, all that stuff, that's going to be on your social media. Modeling. You have your portfolio, but a lot of time, your stuff is right there on social media. Your whole page is going to be geared towards that. Whatever you do as far as like content, a lot of stuff that you do. If you have a business, you have a business page.
You would have never made a TikTok, but you did because what?
I did because I knew like TikTok.
Social media
is a-
streams
Yeah, you know
on
what I'm
that
saying.
thing.
So I need to
Exactly.
post on TikTok because that's how I put my presence out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think so to me in Boobie's defense, you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna get into that.
Cause let's be honest, like I'm gonna keep it short, but like at the end of the day, when we mean influence in terms of how it affects us, like how it affects us in terms of like our day to day or how we feel and certain shit, like what we
They don't
absorb.
change your ideologies and shit.
No, yeah, but I think that's what me when we first had brought up the topic in the FaceTime was like how it affects us on that level. We didn't mean it like in the sense of like how it can influence our lives in terms of how we brand ourselves on our profiles and XYZ. Like when I thought about it when you just asked, I was like, nah, that's some true shit. Like, cause I wouldn't be the artist, but like not as many people would know instantaneously unless I had social media. You know what I mean? So you got it.
So just think
That was a
before you
smoky one.
respond.
Okay, you right.
I'm just saying.
So think before you answer next time is what we just got from that.
What about y'all?
What's
Be
your
clear
beef,
with
yo?
y'all. Be clear with y'all question.
I thought
about
it was
that.
very clear.
First of all, Nate the one that asked the question.
How about y'all just clear about who y'all are to each other?
bro.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
First of all, you need to be clear who you are to yourself, because you be lying.
Oh, I'm good. Oh, whoa, no, I do not. No, I do not.
But
I'm
my
sorry.
answer to that question is real short and sweet. Yeah, social media affects me.
Yeah.
Because you cater your feed a certain way.
Yeah, it's true.
So for a long time, I just had, like, you know, I follow people I know.
Big booty bitch. I mean, yeah, word.
Forget. Anyway, I follow people you know. You follow pages you like, this and third. But it wasn't until I
you don't got big
got to a certain point where
Gotta stop.
I started realizing
You gotta
a
stop.
lot of people.
You see how he ain't answer them. He ain't answer them.
I'm ignoring. I'm ignoring.
So you did. So you do it though. I just want to know.
I'm vibrating.
I
want
want to know.
Frequency
I
right
just
now.
want to know.
I'm vibrating higher than
Yeah,
you.
right now.
Right now, I.
What about later?
You don't worry
He
about
gonna
that
send me
later.
TikTok. Big booty.
Yo, all right.
But yeah,
He gonna be like, you see this cosplay, bro? I'm like, what?
but yeah,
He ain't deny it.
You see what I'm saying?
keep it stack. I started catering my social media a little bit more, especially my Instagram. So just as I know you and I follow you, don't mean like I see all your shit. So I'm gonna mute your stories. I'm gonna mute some of your posts. Like if I'm wondering about you, I'm gonna check on your shit, see what's going on, or I'll just text you. But a lot of the time, like a lot of those posts, like insignificant shit, and the stuff that I want to see, most people that I know aren't interested in that, so they're not gonna post that. So my feed is literally like now it's fashion, music, basketball, anime. Not everybody's really gonna post shit about that. So I'm gonna cater my feed the way I want to. And if I see you post something that's going like that affects me, because at the end of the day, what you see affects you. Because you internalize it. If I see you post some shit that affects me negatively, I'm muting your shit. Or I'm just gonna unfollow you if you do the shit.
Hate posts, are you out of here?
Yeah, I said it one day.
Straight
I
report.
forgot exactly what the person
Why
said.
men deserve less.
Nice.
It was something along the lines of
Men
that. Like
deserve
I woke up and the first thing I saw was like something super negative. Like men, something like if you do this, men should die, or men like
Oh my God.
something like that. And as much as you hear it, like
Give a shit in the
understand what you put out there affects somebody. I woke up, first thing I see in the morning at 6 a.m. The first like interaction I had with an entity was something negative about just who I am. Not even directly me, just like generally like people like me, people that look like me, people that walk
Outta
like
here.
me.
And you getting reported.
Yeah, that's not something. I mean, I agree. That's not something that you want to see the first thing you do when you wake up. or
Yeah,
hear
that
about, you know
that
what I
put a
mean?
damper on my day. I'm not even gonna lie. Granted, like I posted about it, and like many black women just like reached out to me, like, "Yo, you okay? I'm sorry you had to see that. Understand, like people post whatever. Like I know you personally. You not like that. You a good person, whatever. Which I don't like the differentiation between good person and bad person. I'll talk about that in a different episode. But like people just like sending support to me.
How you
and-
be like, can we book another hour? Nah, I'm playing.
I got shit to do. I ain't
All
gonna
right.
hold you.
Says the man who was late.
Right.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. I can't be late to everything today.
So you choose this? Choose
I
this
didn't
one?
choose this. It happened.
Okay. Anybody? Oh, I didn't want to cut you. You good?
Oh no, that's pretty much it. Social media.
Dom, you got anything to say on the social media tip before we close out?
Oh yeah, it doesn't shape my like ideologies and shit like that, but obviously it does, depending on what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, depending on what you want to do. I'll be bullshitting, but you see certain people that's like they go on that shit because they live for that. Like they live for that. They
Word.
go out there, project themselves one way. They're not that way. Yeah, you know what I mean. And like you yeah, it's some of the people I be knowing, so it just kind of be like I be like, okay, I just mute your shit. Like you said, if anything, I'll search a person page if I want to see what they talking about. But for the most part, I go in there for just
Vibe.
vibes. I'm fucking around more than
Well, we know.
yeah, I just be fucking around.
Yeah.
And I hear a lot of people talk about like, because I'm around women sometimes. I hear the conversation that they have, and they'll say like, "Oh yeah, he don't watch my story no more because this and the third, or like I did this, I checked him, and this nigga don't watch
Yeah,
my
nah,
story
it's
no
like, I don't
more."
wanna see
I don't understand the weight of that. Like somebody not watching your story no more. That don't mean they don't fuck with you. That don't mean there's no negative.
Yeah, it
don't
probably just
wanna
didn't pop
see-
up.
Just
Yeah.
post
Algorithm.
bullshit, like,
Not
yeah.
even that. I just don't want to see
just-
certain
yeah,
shit you
word.
say because certain shit you say is fuckery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still fuck with you as a person, but it's a lot of shit that you put out there be fuckery.
And I just don't want to
true.
see it constantly, especially because people
Especially
be
if you post
blasting.
Zodiac shit, you out of here. Y'all
Damn.
know me.
That's another episode
That's
too.
another episode.
That's another episode. But okay, everybody good? Everybody
Yeah.
got anything they want to shout out?
My mama
Mama,
for having me.
Again, shout out Yaz, happy birthday.
I still ain't saying.
Oh, happy belated birthday to Tati.
I don't know who these people are,
Yeah,
but
neither.
you know what I'm
Word, happy
saying?
birthday, y'all.
What's her name? Felicia. She in the real estate too. She just got her joint. So shout out to her. I'll tag her in that part.
Shout outs to WTF Studios for having us again, especially during the snowstorm weekend.
Facts.
And shout outs to the men who deal with shit every day. Shout outs to the people who deal with every shit in the day. You know what I'm saying? You are loved. People do look for you. You're not alone. You know what I mean? We all alone. So it's how we feel sometimes, but you're not alone. You know what I mean? If you have that strong friend, reach out to them. You know what I mean? And
Shout out to all the women that do the 2-hand twist.
Wow. Always remember, Boobie, hold it up. You matter.
Oh,
Put it up. And also, you probably can't see the shit, but respect women.
you got it on backwards.
I'm about to
Do
say,
I? I hope not.
bro,
You must do.
you must.
Nah, it got the 3M, so like you can't really see it unless
Yo,
like
man.
but it's
All
say respect women.
right, but thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Open Exchange podcast. My name is Nate.
Boobie.
Leon, Lex, whatever you want.
And shout outs to our producer, Wolf, you know what I'm saying? And we'll catch you guys next time. Deuces.
Peace.